Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. At-Tuhuru Shatrul Imani. Purity is half of Iman. Purity is half of Iman. There is a difference between what the West say is cleanliness and what Shar'an is pure. At times, outwardly, a person can be clean but impure from a Shari perspective because he's not free from Najaasat hukmi and Najaasat hakiki, from latent impurities and open impurities. We know that in the fiqh kitabs we discuss that there are two types of Najaasat. Najaasat hukmi, like you're not in the state of Wudhu, and Najaasat hakiki, impurities in reality, urine, excreta, etc. So and therefore I translated it, rather than just cleanliness, purity is half, shatr means half of Iman. So one explanation of this hadith is that first and foremost, al-ashya'u tu'rafu bi-azdadiha. Things are known by its opposite. To appreciate the meaning of at-tuhur, we have to know what is the opposite meaning. The antonym of tuhur, and the antonym of tuhur is najasat. And najasat is of two types, najasat hukmi and najasat hakiki. In other words, to be free of that. That is one explanation. Now a question comes, that how is it half of Iman? In which regard? So one is when a person purifies himself from kufr and shirk and becomes a Muslim. Then Iman and Islam, Iman in particular, eradicates all his previous sins. Any person that become a Muslim, al-Islamu yahdimu ma kana qablahu. Islam eradicates what was before. So in that sense, that Iman eradicates all his previous sins. Whereas Wudhu, when a person makes Wudhu for Salat, then all his minor sins are forgiven. That means, one, you get major sins, you get minor sins. So by Wudhu, all the minor sins are forgiven. In that sense, Wudhu, which is a means of purifying yourself from minor sins, and that would be half. So that's the second explanation given. Others have explained that here the word Iman means actually Salat. Like for example, there is like this in the Quran al-Kareem also, where Allah Ta'ala refers to Salat as Iman. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُضِيعَ إِيمَانُكُمْ. Allah is not to destroy your Iman. And the Mufassirin, the commentators of Quran, explain in this context here of this Iman in this ayat refers to Salat. So in other words, for the validity of Salat, Wudhu is a precondition. Because if at-tuhur shatrul Iman, in other words, Wudhu is half of Salat, that without proper Wudhu, your Salat is not made. It is a precondition for the validity of Salat. And then a beautiful explanation Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi has given. He has given a complete different explanation. And then we can understand, because somebody will ask, just how is Wudhu? Or just half of Iman? Iman is such a massive thing. So Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi says, here the word at-tuhur does not only refers to outward cleanliness, but inward cleanliness. That means to free yourself of diseases of the heart, which cannot be seen, which are not tangible. That is pride, jealousy, and all evil traits within a person. So then in that context, at-tuhur will refer to outward and inward cleanliness, to purify yourself from outward najasat, as well to purify yourself of the najasat of the heart, that is hatred, malice, jealousy, ostentation, conceit, to think yourself to be okay, pride, to think yourself to be better, jealousy, to be unhappy with the way Allah Ta'ala distributes, because all sifat that are in a person, all qualities are in a person, are from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So there are beautiful explanations of what at-tuhur shatrul iman, that each one of us have to work not only on our outward, but our inward. And in fact, the Quran Karim says, وَذَرُوا ظَاهِرَ الْإِثْمِ وَبَاطِنَهُ. Save yourself from outward as well as inward sins.